Hello there. Welcome back to Ebm N5. In this video, we want to look at productivity, whereby we're going to start by explaining what does our productivity mean, and then we'll look at a specific question paper that we want to look at that is asking on our productivity. So you'll see that all the explanation of productivity, it comes as the efficiency of production of goods or services expressed by some measure, and you'll see that at the end of the day, the measurement of productivity is often expressed as a ratio of aggregate output to a single input. So the relationship that exists between the input and output represents productivity. So in general, on average, we are saying every single input, how much output is it projecting? Is it producing? Represents labor productivity. So if we want to explain productivity from a point of view of labor, let's say we're talking about labor productivity, we are saying on average what how many units are being produced by an individual worker, it becomes labor productivity. But when it's productivity in general, we are just defining it in general, like the ratio that exists between the inputs and output. Then when you are now looking at a specific area, like you are looking at labor, you are now looking at how much does an individual worker expresses or produces in terms of number of units. That is how it is explained. So on calculation of productivity, we see that we are going to calculate it as our output volume. Our output volume will be the numerator. Then we divide it by input use. So this is exactly what we are talking about. So this is the explanation that we have in productivity. So we're going to see that there are many factors that can affect our productivity. That is on average, the quantity of output being produced by a single input can be affected by different factors that we want to look at according to the question that we have. So let's just go there and try to see the question that we have. So this is the question that we have according to the question paper of June 2024. So this is question 4.4 on that question paper, and reads name and explain 5 influences on productivity, and it's got 15 marks, which means it requires you to raise 5 points, each one with 3 marks. So these are the 5 points that we have according to this video. So we've got customers influencing productivity. So we would want to see the relationship that exists between customers on productivity. How is it going to affect or influence a relationship that exists between the inputs and outputs? So you'd see that when customers experience poor service, it leads to complaints. Usually, customers are going to come and complain, and problems are going to arise, and these problems will need resolutions. So during the process of resolving those complaints, the process can be time-consuming and take up valuable resources which might have been used to other key activities. So in that sense, it's going to affect productivity. So we are saying the average number of quantity that is being produced, maybe when we talk from the point of view of labor productivity, that is being produced by a single worker is going to be reduced, because some of the workers are now are diverting their attention to attend to the needs of the customers. So it will obviously negatively affect productivity. Productivity will go down. But if you don't have such problems, it means that productivity will go up. So we'd see that dealing with these issues can be draining for employees, affecting their morale, motivation, and efficiency. So during the process that they are being diverted their attentions to attending to clients or customers, it's also going to affect their morale, and they are going to be less motivated. So even their efficiency in the production process is also to be negative, also going to be negatively affected. So you'll see that service quality and employee productivity are linked. There's a link that exists between service quality and employee productivity. So this is what we have. Then we go to the next one, which is now saying the next one is saying management. We'll see that if management makes sure that, for example, if management makes sure that employees have clear goals, are motivated to achieve the goals, and have the resources they need to do their jobs well, For example, managers should set clear expectations for each job and ensure that employees understand exactly what they need to do in order to reach those expectations. So if managers makes the requirements clear in terms of what is expected at the organization, they communicate in terms of the goals that are needed, and everything is clear, it's going to increase the productivity of the workers at a business or an organization. But if there's no communication, it's going to negatively affect productivity. So that's how we are having a link now between management and productivity. So this is what we have on our management, and we can also go to raw materials. So basically, on raw materials, we are saying raw materials, they are the ones that are being used to produce. If it's a manufacturing business, they are going to use your raw materials as part of the inputs to produce goods. So the quality of of those raw materials also affect productivity. If there's a better quality of raw materials that are being used, we are going to have a high productivity. If we have got substandard raw materials, it means our productivity is also going to go down. In other words, we are just, because productivity bases its calculation on the quantity of products that are being produced in relation to inputs. So if there's low quality, it means obviously low quality raw materials also obviously will lead to lower quantity being produced. So this is exactly how we can explain it. So we go to operations. So you'll see that on operations, we are looking at analysis of workflows in general. In other words, we are talking about identifying places where resources are needlessly spent. We are saying we have got places that we are in the production process that we are allocating resources, but there's no need to do that. So in that sense, we are going to it's going to negatively affect productivity. So we should make sure that wherever resources are going, they are really needed in those areas. And also the elimination of bottlenecking along the production process also can increase productivity. Because whenever there's bottlenecking, we're talking about delays in production. So if we reduce the delays in production, it's going to positively influence the production process. But if bottlenecking is always seen transpiring at an organization, it's going to negatively affect the productivity. So we see that operations also will go on to explain even the state of the equipment that is being used to produce the goods and services. If the equipment that is being used is outdated, also it's also going to affect the productivity negatively, because you know that outdated equipment there is no efficiency in the production process. So modern equipment will be necessary to make sure that productivity go up. So this is the information that we have in terms of operations. Then lastly, we have got the market conditions. So on market conditions, maybe you can start by understanding what exactly do we mean by the market condition. So you see that market condition comes as a characteristic and the situation of a particular market at a particular point in time. It also includes the number of competitors in a particular market. The intensity of the competitiveness also is also part of market condition, and the rate at which the market is growing. So if you look at the last part that we are saying at the rate at which the market is growing explains market conditions. So if the market is growing at a faster rate, it means also the demands of the market are going up. We are supposed to increase the supply of products to the market. So in that sense, it's going to lead to high productivity in the manufacturing process, because we have got high targets to meet in the market. So this is exactly what we mean by having a link that exists between market condition and productivity. So these are the factors that we are having that influence our productivity. So hopefully the video was helpful. Let's meet again in the next video. Let's stay tuned for more videos as we prepare for exams. Let's subscribe and share the link to our colleagues who are doing EBM N5. As for this video, I'm signing out. To meet again in the next video.